Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Video bandwidth for the GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CACHEFLY.com. Audio bandwidth for the GizWiz is provided by the new Winamp for Android, featuring wireless sync and one-click iTunes import. Now with free daily music downloads and full-length CD listening parties. Download it free at winamp.com/Android.
This is the GizWiz with Dick DeBartolo, Mad's maddest writer, episode 1389, recorded Tuesday, November 6th, 2012. Chad and the Technicolor Mustache.
The GizWiz is brought to you by Go to Assist from Citrix. Take control of your IT world from one simple cloud-based platform. Provide live or unattended support to all your users anywhere. Sign up for your 30-day free trial today. Visit gotoassist.com and use the promo code GizWiz. And by Audible.com. To download the free audiobook of your choice, visit audible.com/GizWiz.
And now, get ready for Dick.
Welcome to the show. I know you've heard rumors. I'm not Leo Laporte, and we are not revamping the show. I'm joined by, of course, Dick DeBartolo, the same Dick that you know and love, for this episode of the GizWiz.
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and Leo Laporte on TWiT TV. It's time for the GizWiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the GizWiz now.
Now, and welcome to the GizWiz. Here he is, your master of ceremonies, Dick DeBartolo. That's a nice new,
yeah, it's a bit of a new look here.
I'd say it's very trendy.
Yeah, it's good.
I especially like the mustache. It's I feel like we together can really just take on anything with
absolutely.
Wow.
But is this better? There we go.
I wish I had that power. Change
the power to change your facial hair color.
My hairdo is straining my ability to hear. So I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay.
And let me just.
What? Wait a minute! It was an illusion.
Man.
Shattered.
I know.
Television just lies to us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been, Dick?
I have been super fine. One storm's gone through New York. We're expecting another one tomorrow.
Absolutely. Insult to injury. Now, this one shouldn't be as bad, but the fear is that with the things that are already left over, this could bring something back. Are you worried at all about this?
know, it's not a good thing. I think it's kind of funny that my DSL stayed on all through Sandy, and today it's bright, sunny, about 50 degrees, and the DSL just crapped out. It's sort of like, you know what? I'm not going to be around for the second storm.
I've given it enough trouble here.
Look, I've been working overtime for like days now. I need a break.
Exactly.
I do have to say a thank you to Verizon Copper because it operated underwater. I mean, the junction box was a good 6 feet underwater, and the DSL stayed on for that. So you can't complain.
That's amazing.
I mean, you could, but I won't.
Right. Yeah, no need to. How is voting going in New York? Is the storm causing any sort of trouble?
Yes, it's sort of. A lot of voting places are not available for voting. So evidently in New Jersey, you can fax your vote in. I don't know how that's going to work out.
In New York,
I'm
serious.
I believe you can go to any polling place if your polling place is out of commission. And I think there was some confusion. Someone in this building went at 6 a.m. and those people evidently didn't know that people were coming who weren't in that polling area. It's kind of confusing. So, and we're doing all paper ballots this year. Last year we had these funky old machines with. I went in the booth. There was a 90-year-old man in there saying, can I leave now? And I said, yeah, come on out. And he said, did Truman win? I said, how long have you been in this booth?
Those newfangled computers, they don't do anything for us. I mean...
Yeah, but, voting by fax, if they could work that out, or that would be good. You wouldn't have to go anywhere, but... I don't know what that leaves for hackers and whatever.
Well, I was
amazed.
I went into the polling. I voted today, so I got the fanciest sticker that you can ever wear. I have that, and I was amazed. I walked in.
You get a sticker when you vote?
Oh yeah. Do you not get that in New York?
No, we got zilch.
What? Yeah, this is the best. You rub it in your friends' faces that you voted and they haven't yet, and I mean this is the best part of the whole experience. Is that sticker?
Okay.
So I did it. I walked in, didn't show ID to anyone. I barely even said my name before they were like, yeah, we think we have you. Go ahead, here's your ballot. I was amazed. So people who were upset about the faxing and the emailing about there really is no way to verify this as a person, I felt like no one verified me when I went in there. Yeah.
Well, they did take my driver's license, but it was mainly, I think, so they didn't have to spell my name and they could find it on the list. And then I was leaving at another table, a woman who was checking people in was saying to another person behind the table, why did you ask for the Social Security number? We don't do that anymore. So I guess there is no uniformity across states as to what people are requiring for ID. But in Petaluma, it's just the three of you who vote anyway, right?
And, with my hair, people recognize me.
They know.
So I walked in and they went, oh.
Petaluma knows all
That
about
guy.
Chad.
That guy. He's not going to vote anywhere else because we've seen him already.
Well, Dick, I would imagine that you'd probably understand this. I decided not to vote today, but instead I voted instead of voting. So
okay.
Figured you might appreciate
you get a sticker? That. It looks like there's a sticker.
Oh yeah, see, I got the sticker for voting, and I put it on this picture of me totally voting. Here, I'll vote to the side.
Really nice.
Yeah, it's true.
That's nice. That's nice. I'm jealous because I just got this stupid I voted sticker. Those look very similar.
Yeah, they're very similar. They're made by the same company.
Right.
Boy, I'm impressed that you get something like that free. That's good.
I know. You'd think that you'd spend thousands of dollars of taxes, but no. This is free. This is someone donated all of these stickers. It's great.
Oh, okay. That's
to
good.
you.
Does it have a year on it, or are you going to wear it again in 4 years?
You have to keep them. And in fact, you mail it back to them so that they can clean off the old.
So it's only a loaner, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that this sticker was actually worn by someone famous before. I think it came from Hollywood. So I'm going to keep.
Yeah,
keep
you want to hold on to that one,
right? Absolutely.
Wow.
Well, Dick, do you have a gadget for us?
I have a gadget now.
I'm glad. It'd be a weird show if.
Yeah. Do you know the company Joby? J-O-B-Y?
Joby. No. What else do they make? It sounds familiar.
So Joby came, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. They started making little tripods with like knuckle legs so that you could mount a camera on it and then mount the camera anywhere. Hang it from a tree, put it around a table leg, put it around.
Those snake-like tripods that would...
Yeah, you know what? I'll actually show you what a Joby tripod looks like. So this is a Joby tripod so that you can...
Right.
Okay, you've probably seen these.
Right.
So at the we had something here called Photo Plus Expo a couple weeks ago, 10 days ago, and Joby introduced something new called Grip Tight, and I'm going to show you what the little Grip Tight is. It's a device so that this is what it looks like.
It looks small enough.
Yeah. So what you do is you pop up the sides. And then you can extend the side so that it can hold any camera.
And there's a little spring in there, so it can take any phone.
Exactly. And then it has a standard tripod connection at the bottom.
Oh, how useful.
So this is an easy way to stabilize. I can take my phone away because it's making the mic come. An easy way to stabilize a camera phone. And so what they do is they sell the grip tight itself for, I think it's $20, or you can get a combo. I'm going to put my phone way away.
Yeah.
So you don't hear it. So you can either buy the little grip tight itself for $20, and it'll work with any standard tripod or any of the devices that they already made, or you can buy it as a kit for $30. So if you don't already have the Gorilla Pod stand, you can get these two for $30. Or another little device that Leo liked a lot is it's probably the world's smallest tripod here, and this unfolds. Let me just unfold it here, and it has a little movable ball joint.
Oh, cool!
So you put your camera on here, and I think it's a 36 degrees. If you are out in the park and you want to make your camera totally level, you can use that. But you can also then screw in the new grip tight device.
That's great.
So it's several ways to stabilize your pocket camera, your cell phone camera.
Absolutely.
And
I remember when me and Brian Brushwood, a guy that I worked for before, were traveling across the country. We would take our iPhones and we would try to wedge them in the corners of cars, because we'd use Ustream over 3G, and we had the hardest time to figure out something that could easily hold the phone. And then on top of that, there's really neat apps now that do time lapse or anything like that, or longer exposures with the cell phone camera. That seems like a great partner device.
Or even panoramic tilting, because having that fixed axis to kind of rotate around would be very handy in these cases too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or when someone just says to you, "Hold the phone," you say, "Here you go."
Okay, I can do that.
I can do that. Okay, yeah. So there are some people using them just to view videos.
I really like the fact that it folds down. It allows it to put it in your pocket without.
Yeah, it can fit in the shirt pocket, and the little extension thing is good because in a lot of cases you can use it with your cell phone still in its protective case.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And because it is spring loaded, you're not locked into a iPhone or a specific. And look, there's a crazy Nokia one.
Exactly.
Isn't that
the
40 megapixel Nokia? I don't know.
There you go. You got the tilt going.
Oh, and it does tilt. Yeah, you get all the Dutch angles that you wanted.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Pretty
That's
nifty.
cool. So $20 for the spring.
For the little pocket springy thing.
Right.
That's if you already have something from Joby. But if you want it in a combination with the little micro stand, then $30. Or you can get the little bendy stand with the grip tight, and that's also $30.
Yeah, I'd say
one.
$10 extra.
So you save money with the kits.
Yeah, $10 extra, and you have something that'll actually hold your phone, unless if you have already invested in a tripod or a mini tripod, or already have the, let's say, Goby, was it?
Joby, Joby, and they're at Joby.com.
Very cool. Very cool.
And it's the Grip Tight Collection.
Grip Tight Collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Good. All right, well then, let's see if you like Beam and Read. Okay?
Beam and Read.
Beam and Read.
This sounds like an early 90s internet reference.
The website kind of looks early 90s.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it does. So Beam and Read, I forgot the exact figure, but it's something like 55% of the American population is now over the age of 50. Mm-hmm. So if you're having aging eyes that craves light when you read, actually, I wish I had this in the voting booth. The stupidest use of LEDs I have ever seen. 5 LEDs shining directly into your eyes and no light shining down on the ballot.
It's so they
I
can retinal scan you as you. That's actually the new thing.
It's a security measure.
Yeah, they're not going to take your ID. Yeah. They're just going to retinal scan you.
You know what?
As
that
you're
makes
filling
me
out.
feel bad. That because the only way to fill out my ballot was to take it outside the booth where I could see.
Right. You're at the ballot, and then the only thing you can do is hold up your ballot against the LEDs coming in, showing your votes to everyone.
Yes.
Secret ballot, everyone. Don't look.
That was stupid. But this is a better use of LEDs. Okay, so it's beam and read, and they make two versions. They make a 6 LED version, and they make a 3 LED version. The thing is, there's a difference of $10 between the two of them, but you want the 6 LED version for the following reason. I'm shining so much light in here. It has a switch so you can go 3 LEDs or 6 LEDs.
Oh, so you can choose.
The $30 version comes with filters, so if you want to use it in your car,
like
you're worried
Instagram.
about night vision,
different
blindness,
filters.
Different filter.
You can do red, you can do an orange filter. It also comes with a Fresnel lens so that you can hold it over a newspaper. Or it's really like if you're doing sewing work or building something and you're doing some soldering.
So is that a magnifying glass, that lens? And you would you wouldn't put that in front of the beam. You'd put that on the top of the device?
Yes, actually, I'm doing a bad job of showing it here, but if you go back to their website, I think you can see a clearer picture of how that works. This is me doing it here right on my own camera. Wow. And, I can see my ballot. I voted for Alfred E. Newman. Oh well. That's all right.
You know.
Yeah. So you kind of wear this device. It runs on 4 AA batteries. And the great thing about LEDs is their efficiency. Yeah. So the company says on 4 AA batteries, you'll get 50 hours of runtime. If you click it over to the 3 LED side, you'll get 100 hours of runtime. And the 3 LED version is $20. But you're better off, as I said, with the 6 LED version. It's $10 more. You have the little switch on the side, 3 LEDs, 6 LEDs. But you get the 2 lenses, and you get the 4-time Fresnel lens for close-up work. And so it's pretty nifty. Also, I'm really thinking of throwing one of these in my camera bag because you could kind of use this as an auxiliary light. If you're filming something in a dark room, you could just click that up and lay it on a counter or something. Yeah, that filter that you showed off really looks like a color temperature orange filter that we put on. Oh, that's interesting. The things in here. I mean, it's to make it more tungsten or to make it more fluorescent. Absolutely. And then the other interesting thing is they're to me is that they're focusing on the over 50 crowd, and they say that the first sense that goes is your night vision when you get older. So interesting fact there.
They should really open this up to everyone because it's it's a handy device, but it's also a nice fashion statement.
Yeah, and look, that lady is waking up her child with beams of light.
It is a useful necklace.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Most necklaces you put them on, and they just look pretty.
I really like that this company doesn't stoop to photoshopping their images. If you go back to that other one, they don't try to show off any. I mean, this is how the product.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not photoshopped.
The secret cone of light.
Yeah. Absolutely, and then you can only get that with LEDs and the 6 LED
the precision
model.
of the bulbs is really impressive in this product.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The one problem I have is that you have to be careful not to cut yourself on the sharp edge of the light. Did you notice that 90-degree angle? The sharp.
Yeah, it's like a laser.
It's like a laser with a filter.
Yeah.
So that's good to know about the orange filter. I know the red filter is on boats. A lot of cabin lights have a white position, and then you can click it over to a red position so that It doesn't give you night blindness when you're trying to read the rest of the instruments or pick up buoy lights.
Right.
But I didn't realize that you used orange filters actually at the brick house.
Yeah, yeah. And some people like the tungsten color instead of the blue color of the LEDs, which is, I assume, what they're going for. But it would help you in the scenario of you needing to set up a camera and using it as an alternative light, because if you are mixing color temperatures in the room, you'll get a really weird sensation because the camera can't detect what is one light and what is the other like your eye can. So one side will either be blue or one side will be orange. And so with that filter, you can do it yourself and match the color temperature of the room.
Wow. You know, Chad, you're more than pretty hair.
Thanks. You know, under this hair, there's matter, and it's gray.
Yeah.
I got it. You know, my hair is red, and it can be any color. In fact, I have the unique ability to change my hair color.
What are you doing?
Absolutely, and that's what you get when you are also telekinetic.
Wow.
This is what you get when you have Chad fill in for Leo. You get amazing hair.
Yeah. If you need any problem solved that can be solved with Technicolor hair, give me a call.
Wow.
I'm available.
You know, you could do the off-Broadway version of Joseph and his Technicolor coat.
Right.
You could be Chad and his Technicolor hair.
Absolutely. And we solve all sorts of problems ranging from color temperature to lights to, other gadgets that might just be around the house that you need to know about. It's, I think it's a winner. I think we are on to something. Man. Absolutely.
Well, you know, while I think of that, why don't we channel Leo?
I agree.
And see if we might have some sort of commercial break.
Hello, Mr. Giz. Is that Chad? No. Really? Hi, Chad.
Hey, Leo.
Hi, Dick. I'm sorry I'm not with you, but I did want to take a little time out from your fabulous presentation today because this show actually has sponsors. Hallelujah. Oh, no, they're not paying any money. They're just, yes, they are. They're just advertisers. Actually, this is a company I like a lot, Citrix. You know I like Citrix. And you know that, believe it or not, this is a fun show. We got a lot of IT guys watching. And if you're in the IT business, if you're in the support business, I hope you know about Citrix and GoToAssist. Because this is the greatest thing if you're in IT. We've talked before about remote support. They are the market leader in remote support. Easy to install, easy to use, unattended support, up to 8 sessions at once. You can support people from an iPad or an iPhone or an Android device. That's all cool. That's all well and good. But Citrix has expanded what GoToAssist does, and now it really gives you the full suite of tools to become an IT hero. Yes, the remote support, but also a really great service desk solution so you can track, manage, and resolve problems. Ticketing and incident management, problem management, change management. This is all the kind of stuff you need to keep track of. And it needs to be easy. There's even an API so you can add to it. It needs to be easy to use, quick, and the tool can't require more work than solving the problem. And then, of course, this monitoring, which I just think is so cool. You can monitor everything on your client's network. Just run that crawler. It'll tell you what hardware is on there, what software is on there, all the network-attached devices. They've got a great system for making dashboard elements or uses the canned elements. And you can get instant messages, emails, even SMS messages letting you know when there's a problem so you could fix it before the client even knows. It seems counterintuitive. You kind of want them to know there's problems. No, you don't. You want them to say, boy, ever since Joe started doing this, things have been running so smoothly. I don't know what he's doing, but I like it. You will like it. This is a tool for you, the support professional. Visit GoToAssist.com, and you can try it free for 30 days right now. Just go to assist.com, click the Try It Free button, and just use Dick's promo code, GizWiz, in that promo code box. You have to click the link. It's optional. But it would be really nice if you would let people know you heard this on the GizWiz. It would really help Dick out. Go to assist.com, click the Try It Free button, use the promo code GizWiz for the best remote support, monitoring, and management you've ever seen. Now back to my good friends, Dick and Chad and the Giz Wiz.
Thank you, Leo. Awesome. Well,
Wow. So Leo, where is Leo now?
Leo, at the moment, I believe he has landed. He has landed in Sydney because I believe I saw pictures on some social networks of the Opera House, and I know that he's also should be doing a tweet up, a meetup at around 7 Sydney local time at I believe it is Hart's Pub downtown. There should be
Okay. Okay. So he is out of the. My fear was that he was still at the TSA office trying to explain those 87 Sky Mall gadgets in his luggage.
They were a little suspicious of the 12 helicopter planes that he ended up buying. But he showed them the show, and they're just like, oh, we get it. We understand that it's a gadget show. Oh, okay. You can go on ahead. Just like that.
Good.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing how reasonable the TSA is when you just show them podcasts. They just, like anything, you can get away with anything. Seriously.
I will remember that when I make my trip out there at the end of this month.
Oh, good. Yeah. Bring gadgets. And it's not a bribe if it's a physical item. Just remember that.
Okay, good. Oh, okay. Just cash. You can only get in trouble with cash.
Right, exactly.
That's what they told me that at the polling place. So it's universal.
Absolutely. Well, you have one more gadget for us.
One more gadget.
And then we have a whole bunch of other stuff to get into.
I know. I wanted to do it while Leo was away because, speaking of Sky Mall, Leo spent $160 on touch sensor toilet seats.
Yeah.
By the way, did the seat ever come down?
No. Sarah is confirming no. Never came down. It doesn't work at all. That stall just kind of has an X on it. Manually. So you have to go and robot, and is it like a robot arm? So does it give you like tension as like, so it's not an easy pull up, or is it just like any other seat? So it's like, so luckily when the product doesn't work at all, you can easily pull that seat up. It's not like there's a motor in there that's stopping it from. So that's a good, good endorsement.
It's a good $160 manual toilet seat.
Absolutely, it is. It looks really cool. Okay, you go in there and you're just like, are there batteries on this toilet seat? That's really neat. Good thing I don't have to go through the frustration of figuring out how it works, because it works just like any other toilet seat.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
I think a ringing endorsement.
Instead of spending $160, now this has been around again. This is one of those products that is coming back again. You can spend about $5 for Tip Alert. Now, here's a little video to show you what Tip Alert does.
Tip Alert. See me now? I talk to the guys in your life and remind them to put the seat down.
Down, boy.
Here comes one now. Watch. Okay, he's ready to leave.
So put the seat down, will you?
Does it
I usually forget to put the toilet seat down, but I mostly discover it in the middle of the night when it's too late.
Tip Alert is fun and really works.
So put the seat down, will you?
Look how easy it is to put me to work. Just pull the power strip and stick me on the seat. I blink as a friendly reminder. If the seat doesn't go back down, I speak up. It's that easy. Order now.
Magically, the toilet seat is down.
It's like magic. It's like the iPad. Okay, I have a few questions about this product. Do you happen to have it?
Okay. I happen to have one right here.
First, does it speak?
Yes.
Is all those voices, are those real?
Whoa. Yes. Well, right. That was very funny. I just broke the pack open to get Trip Alert. Tip Alert. I want to keep saying Trip Alert because that's what you subscribe to see if your flight's on time.
Right.
So, yes. So what you do is you pop out a little tab. Actually, you might it was just playing music.
It actually does play that music that was in the commercial.
It plays that little bit of music, and it's a little deceptive because I think the press release said 3 funny sayings, but you have to buy specific models. For example, the one they sent...
Hey, little man, put the seat down.
So you can imagine...
Yeah, so you put the seat up, It gives you like 30 seconds to do what you're going to do. And then it plays the little chime. And then it says, sort of they sent me the kids version because it sort of offends me when I do it. And then it says, hey, little man.
You're like, hey, I don't need that attitude from you, Tip Alert.
Yeah, I know, yeah. And stop looking at me.
Right.
Just play the chime and leave me alone.
Yeah, earmuffs, but for your eyes, please.
That's right. And if you don't put the seat down, there's a little green LED that goes off like every 30 seconds. So even if the lady of the house comes in and the man has totally ignored the voice, she should have a warning that the seat is indeed up.
Got it.
Now, they are 2 for $10. Oh, when you get applause, when you put the seat down, I can't get this thing to go exactly when I wanted to. When you put the seat down, there's a round of applause there.
Oh, good.
Okay. The batteries are non-replaceable. There are 400. The company says you'll get 450 cycles out of it. Mm-hmm. So if you use the bathroom 4 times a day, that's more than 100 days. And
hey, little man, put the seat down.
It's very friendly. So
it's very unfriendly. Did you say?
No, very friendly. And you say this. So there's 3.
It's mocking.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's mocking. So I'm imagining you do your do, but what happens if it doesn't? Okay.
Well, you see, it gives you like 30 seconds. Right, and then it says, "Hey, put the seat down," and then it starts blinking.
Right,
and then you definitely want to hear the applause.
Right.
So you put the seat down, and you get the applause, and then the seat is down for the next person.
There really needs to be some sort of accountability, though, worked into this to where it can track those who ignore it.
There should be some sort of accountability.
Oh yeah. Maybe a little bit of an upgrade price, but it tracks you.
It should have a fingerprint scanner.
Exactly.
So every time you go to the bathroom, on the toilet seat, you just rub your finger right up on it.
That's a good idea.
And then it knows who you are. And then you can, after you take the toilet seat and put it right down back on that sensor. It could be a 2-for-1 sensor. It knows when it's touching the lid of the toilet, and then also the fingerprint scanner. I like that idea.
Yeah, we could bring that in for $1,600 to $1,800.
Yes,
right, absolutely,
and it would sell like gangbusters.
Yes, it would sell right, and probably work just a little less than the iTouch sensor toilets. Anyway, this little guy is, let me find out the official name of it. Tip Alert. The company sells them at their website. You get 2 of them for $9.98, and their website is tipalert.com.
And is the adhesive, is it easy to pull off? Because it'll last.
Oh, yeah. The adhesive, it's just peel and stick. All you do is when you take it out of the pack, there's a little tab that keeps the battery from making contact. So when you pull the tab out, the battery makes contact. The little green LED is pretty bright.
I like that copyright-free music.
Yes, exactly. And you can order an adult or the kid. I assume I have the kid one that says, hey, little boy, whatever it's called.
Hey, little man.
Hey, little man. Now it won't give up. Now it's just happy to keep on going. 2 for $10 plus $250 shipping and handling. And as I said, after it runs out, you have to buy another one. But after 450 up and down cycles, if the man of the house has not learned to put the seat down, I would say you need one of the devices Chad and I are developing.
Right.
Which will cost thousands.
And it might hurt a little bit more.
Yes, it's going to be some electroshock therapy.
Yeah, absolutely. Your gray matter will be a little bit of a different color once our product is finished. Well, now it's my turn to show you a gadget. And
it is turn the table turkey. This is where Leo normally shows a piece of junk or a Sky Mall thing. So I don't know if you went the junk route or you went with something good.
Yeah, I definitely didn't go the Sky Mall route because that's Leo's thing.
No,
so I want to let everyone know nothing from Sky Mall this episode.
Okay.
But I went. Okay, so what are the options? It's junk, or do I have anything else? Is it just
you
junk?
have your junk. You could have something that's pretty good. You can have something that makes you look foolish.
You know, I'm gonna let the audience decide. I'm gonna let the chat room decide on this. We'll test it out, and then at the end we can decide sort of together. I have a feeling that I know what it is. So
okay,
we actually have 3 different models. They're from Graceland, and they are LED. They are flash extenders.
Elvis Presley's estate.
Right, it's Elvis Presley's estate. You get a little like a scoop of dirt from the lawn. Actually,
From Graceland.
Yeah, Graceland.
Grassland?
Grassland.
Grassland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we
They
go.
are. So they attach to the flash of a camera, and they are supposed to help make the situation or wherever you are more diffused and make sure that the camera light is not so specular. And we have actually all 3 models here. So the big one comes, let's start with the large one, and then we'll sort of end with the small one.
Okay.
The large one, and I'm not sure if we routed the camera up there. Yeah, or actually just the product will be fine if you got that. Yeah. So it comes with a dome. It also comes with a sort of more specular diffuser. And specular is more harsh. It makes the edge of, like, say, a shadow less harsh. And then it comes with.
Wait, it comes with a light? I thought it went over your own flash.
So this is supposed to help move the flash out. So this will actually connect to a flash.
Oh my word! That whole thing comes with it.
Right. So this I think it's just there for looks. Maybe there's a pro application for this cover, but this would clip onto a flash. And then you get to choose which diffuser you put on, so either the more specular one or the more dome one, which should give you a more diffused look. And then you can take pictures. Now, this is the large model, and it comes with 2 different domes. And this model is for $100. Let me move on to the medium-sized model. And both of the large and the medium require that you have a flash already. So you can sort of see that you're attaching it to an external flash on the top of your camera. Okay.
Now, I don't do any professional photography, so are all flash units sort of universal? Or does this have to go on a special model?
That's a good question. Flash. I have not bought many flashes. And normally they tend to be around this size. And it does have a sort of strap ratcheting system if you wanted to contract that. But really, this is pretty hard plastic. You can see me torquing these, and I'm not getting much torque out of it with my fingers. So they claim that this is a no-slip sort of scenario, and that it is fairly universal on the website.
Yeah, universal mounting system, Canon, EOS, Metz, Nikon, Olympus, Pentax. So they've kind of designed this to be more or less a universal type attachment.
So same idea. You can use it with the dome to make it more diffused. Russell actually happens to have a flash here. This is a Canon.
I have the Kukumushi flash. Does it work with the Kukumushi?
I don't know.
Well, it does say many other external flash units.
Oh, that must be one of those.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. So if it's up in the upward position, I would say good job on you for holding it in. But that doesn't seem very like a mobile.
Is there any way to tighten the outer rings?
Let's look at this. There are some. Oh, look at that! So you have little torque ratcheting things there, and so actually, this is a pretty good.
That's what makes it universal.
I was moving this, and I didn't even realize that there were these little torque screws. So when you drop that in, you can fit this to whatever
there you go.
size you want, and then you can ratchet down. It's hard to see, but there are these star screws, right? And those you can just hit with your finger. There aren't even threads for another tool, so you don't have to worry about tools. And then you can use it just like this, and we can set it off test mode. Bam, look at that. Or we can, and I'm sure that's coming through amazing on the video.
I'm blind.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Or you can use the dome, and that will create a more diffused look, they say. Now, and if you don't happen to have an external flash, it also comes in the smallest model, which is called the Spark. Let me move.
What are we going to vote on?
Whether this is crap or not.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. No, okay.
Because I'm showing you how it works.
No, because I have a check sheet here, and I just wanted to know exactly how many categories I should have.
Right.
Okay.
I need to show you a demonstration of this, because you just by looking at the outside, you would think, that looks very professional. That might be exactly what I need to get that diffused look on all of my photos.
It's like you're reading my mind. I think that color hair works.
Right, exactly.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And so there's another model that if you don't have an external flash, and say you have a camera that has this a built-in flash built into the body of a camera, just like that. And actually, this model can connect to the hot shoe that's on, or just the shoe that's on your camera. And this is the T3i. It should also work with the T2i and the T4i. I have not been able to test this with other cameras, as we just don't have a ton. So there, it just snapped right on, and you can sort of see back there, there's the flash back there. And then you can throw on this cover, and now you should have a more diffuse look. So what I would like to do is, I wonder if Matt would be down to help me out. I'd like you to be my model, and I'm going to take a few photos, and we're going to see if here, come on in. If the audience can tell the difference between the three different modes. Now we're in studio light. So Matt, if you would stand back here, and then we're going to do something a little weird. We're gonna put you behind a curtain, so the studio light won't interfere with this.
This is good. While you're back there, do you want to vote, Matt? Do you have a ballot?
Yeah.
I have a voted sticker.
Oh, you do? Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you already voted on this.
I need that sticker. Okay, so I'm going to take one photo.
This is a very good demo.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna take off the dome, so it'll be the more specular, but still a little bit more diffused.
Okay. And I see the curtain is so that we don't know what you're doing back there.
Right. And so and then also so that the studio lights don't mess with this flash, because we have pretty bright studio lights in the studio.
Okay.
Thanks, Matt.
I never saw a man
don't tell anyone.
happier to get off camera in my life than
Absolutely.
that. Wow.
So I'm going to actually hand this SD card to...
We'll see if this works.
To Jason, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is actually...
fine.
You might have to vamp a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So while I'm doing that, let me tell you the pricing structures. For the small Spark, this device, which should be fairly universal for most on-camera, on-body flash systems, is $39.95, so $40.
Right, so no, that to me is pretty reasonable.
If you think about a professional piece of equipment that would really, bring something to life or really help a situation, that's not a whole bunch of money. The medium size, which we actually attached to the external flash, this one is $69.95, so $70. The large version is $100, and remember that the large version has both the dome and the more specular sort of plate. But both of these should give you a more diffused flash than what you're used to on your normal flash system. How's that coming, Jason? Is it?
It's a CR4.
Does he realize that digital photos don't have to be developed?
I'm in the dark room right now. It's a CR2 file, and this computer is saying the photo gallery can't open it.
If it doesn't come up, that's fine. But I totally stole this camera from Brian without him knowing. So he probably has this in some like raw camera.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it's in. I'll work on it while we do whatever we're going to do.
Truly, I can pretty much just say what I was suspecting would happen, and especially if you show the product shot, without covering the before and after, can you tell me the difference between these two photos? I mean...
All right, so the photo on the left is a little bit washed out, and the photo on the right isn't. I don't know. Did I get the wrong one?
But the camera is doing
pretty
this
darn
photo,
subtle.
Yeah, the camera that is in the studio is doing a pretty good job of showing these photos look pretty similar. If you really looked close, the shadow of this one is a little bit more defined than the shadow of this one. But other than the faces that they're making, that's all you can do. And the washed outness, that's a problem with your exposure, not a problem with your flash. Same thing with the medium.
So is this like, are you debunking this?
I'm sort of debunking this. It seems like even with the photos that they gave us, and it's going to be a little bit blurry here, but it's hard to tell the difference between a flash without the diffuser on and a flash with the diffuser on. And so, and
also, you know what? Your test wasn't good because that guy didn't have a guitar.
I know. We needed at least a mandolin or something. I mean, a ukulele. I mean,
yes,
we should have done that. Now, give them props. Everything is made in the USA. You can see the construction is of okay quality. This is made out of the internal flash diffuser is made out of plastic that's been chromalized. I don't know if that's the right word. So it's all made out of plastic. These devices sort of snap in, and sometimes I've had trouble getting it to snap and make sure I hit the edge of the plastic quite right. Do we happen to have our images up?
I'm at 70% on converting one.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
But I'm almost there, so I should have an image for you here in a second.
Wait, should we go on and come back to it?
Yeah, let's go on and come back to it, and I'll keep working on this.
Well, you want to, you maybe Leo, maybe we can bring back Mr. Laporte into the ether, and I'll also clean up this set. I've just destroyed it.
All right, Leo, save us.
Audible.com. Dick, I think you would just love Audible.com. It's a great way to get reading done when you just don't have time to read. Now, you don't commute. Boy, when I commuted, Audible was a lifesaver. 100,000 books, just the best darn bookstore in the world, and they're all read out loud. As you might imagine, in fact, let me look, because I took, on the way to Australia, I got a 14-hour flight, going to spend a lot of time on a boat with nothing to do. So let me just take a look at what I got installed on my Audible. I use the Audible app, both Android and iPhone. It's just spectacular. And I'm just going to launch Audible here and get a list of, I have over 500 books in here. I got a lot of classics, picture of Dorian Gray, David Copperfield, Bleak House, just a ton of stuff. And but what I've done is, because I know I'm going to be in the airplane, you can download, using the Audible app, download the books that you want to listen to, put them in your library. Ready Player One, Will Wheaton. Night Soldiers, the first Night Soldier by Alan First. I read a later one that I just loved. These are spy novels, fiction, but they take place during the beginning days of World War II, and they're just great. The Tourist, I think that was a Paul Thurrott recommendation. I like to mix in, those are fiction, I like to mix in nonfiction. The Grand Pursuit, The Story of Economic Genius. This is kind of the history of economics by Sylvia Nasser, the woman who wrote the John Nash story. Remember that? Something Mind. I loved that. The End of Money. This is about the future of money. These are all books I plan to read in Australia. I probably won't get to them all. Patrick Rothfuss. This is something Trey Ratcliffe suggested. That's one of the things that happens, by the way, when you're an Audible listener. You meet other Audible listeners, and they go, "Oh, you got to read this." In fact, that's what Trey said. He said, "Trey said, you can be my friend, but only if you like." Oops, let me stop it. I started the book. He said, "Only if you like Patrick Rothfuss." So I got The Name of the Wind, the first of the King Killer Chronicles. I'm ready. I got my phone loaded up. And you know what I did? I put it on my iPhone, too, just in case the battery dies or whatever. That's nice, because the Whisper Sync for audio means when I leave off on one phone or one device, it picks up on the other. Pretty sweet. I think you're going to like it. I want you to try Audible right now. If you visit audible.com/GizWiz, you can try it free for 30 days. Your first book is free. Your first month is free. Cancel it anytime. The book is yours to keep. I'm just finishing Cloud Atlas right now. Gosh, I love that. And I wanted to read it before I see the movie. So that's another recommendation. Pick a book, listen to the book, and enjoy it. These performances it's better than a movie. They bring it to life in your mind. Audible.com/GizWiz for your first Audible book. Now back to the GizWiz, guys.
Thank you, Leo. And quickly, I would like to thank Will Hall, because every episode of all of our shows, he has actually been going, I believe the majority of our shows, he's been going in and pulling the Audible picks that happened during the show, like the ones that Leo's just did, and he puts them not only on our wiki, but also on TWiT book picks, twitbookpicks.squarespace.com. An amazing resource. He's been doing it for almost 5 years for just us at the TWiT Brick House, and I wanted to personally thank him for all of the hard work that he has been putting in. He says that he may want to be taking a break from this, so if you would also like to help in volunteering at TWiT, actually go ahead and shoot me an email, chad@twit.tv, and I can start the conversation on what we have for if you guys want to join the team or help out a little bit. Okay. So,
Chad, he also did all of my Audible picks.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. Actually, it's just the one book, Let's Get Started, and I haven't really gotten it started yet. But it's on the list of my Audible picks.
I'd also suggest Getting Things Done by David Allen, but I still have yet to read it. I haven't gotten done with that.
We're in the same boat,
book,
so to speak.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well,
and speaking of boat, the man who was in the boat, has he come up with our photos yet?
I've come up with two.
Okay.
So we at least have the before. So let me pull this.
So
out.
now that you've been converting,
it would be good to have the before and the after if we're going to judge.
Well, so
just a thought.
I went ahead and took 3 photos. So here's what I did.
Okay.
Is I took one photo with just the flash. Then I took one photo with the connector.
Wait, just the flash, no camera?
Right. Yeah. It's
just a flash. Okay.
You have to. It's a little conceptual. You're just going to have to imagine what the colors might be if there was a CMOS sensor to grab the image.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. So that's I actually took 4 photos. That was the 4th photo.
Okay.
But the first photo was with just the flash and the camera. Now I'm specifically saying the camera. And then just the bottom device. So the device without the dome on top. And then the last one was with the dome on top. Now, that was not the actual shooting arrangement that I did. And that was one of the reasons that I wanted to go behind a curtain. So,
and that was not the man that he used. So basically, it's an entire scam.
Right. Exactly. So
let's see
we're going to get it back, and it's going to be Wookiee photos.
Today. So here's what I have. I have 2 of the 3. I have the first 2 right now. This is just the camera with the flash.
Well, so I wanted you to see if you could tell.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah.
So I'm making it way tricky. And then after that, I'm making you guys do all the work. Not only do you have to figure out which one it is, but second, you got to vote and tell me if it's crap or not.
Well, then I may have ruined it. But here we go. There's one.
Okay.
And there's another one. Huh? That's the only 2 that I have right now.
You know what?
Can you tell the difference?
I can't really. No, I really can't. There's no shadows in either one of them.
I mean, if you look right at his chin, there is, and if you would look at the ruffles in his shirt.
I'm not really seeing a whole lot of difference between these 2.
And then a big tell is the shadow in the curtain.
Yeah.
So how long until that third photo is finished?
Well, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked, because for some reason this third upload is taking a really, really long time.
Did I mention I took a video? No.
Let's just move on. We'll get back to it later.
Sounds great. Sounds great. I have...
Okay, one quick thing. What is the name of that company that these came from again? Not Graceland, but...
So it is. It's G-A-R... G-R-A-S-L-O-N. Groslin.
Oh, okay.
I'm having a lot of trouble speaking that company.
Are they at Graceland.com then, can we assume?
Yeah. Okay. And the different models are the Insight, the Prodigy, and the Spark of these photo diffusers. These photo diffusers.
Okay.
Absolutely. Now, do we want... I have another product that I could show off, or I believe that we have, or you can go into the Gadget Warehouse. Which one?
Let's see, Jason.
Let's hop into the Gadget Warehouse. I have it all queued up and ready to go.
Okay, we're almost at the hour mark anyway.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we asked for viewers to send in their videos, and let's see, it was Ken Kovar, Kovar, has his own Gadget Warehouse pick, and this is it.
Hey, Dick and Leo, this is Ken from Stillman Valley, Illinois. I want to tell you about a gadget from my warehouse, my 3D warehouse. It's called 3Discover. It's a viewer much like the ViewMaster viewers you're probably familiar with. These have the pictures on a reel like this, and it looks kind of like this. This viewer has pictures on a cassette, and the cassette looks like this. Differences between these have 7 pairs of stereo pictures. This 3Discover has 12 pairs of images, and you can see they're much bigger than the ViewMaster pairs, and the quality of the stereo photography in this is just superb. It's outstanding. It was in production in 1996, lasted for a couple of years, and then went out of production. It's still available from the inventor's website. If you go to 3dvision.ca, it's a Canadian company, you can still order these. He'll sell you a viewer with a reel or a cassette of your choice, and they have about 100 to select from. Major cities around the world, a lot in the U.S. and North America, and so big selection of topics. And you can get a ViewMaster, or excuse me, a 3D Discover viewer with a cassette of your choice for $25, and then if you want additional cassettes, they're about $8. Another thing I liked about this was that the lenses were adjustable, so you can put it together, and that makes the space for your eyes closer. So this is for kids, and for people with big heads like you and me, Leo, you can put it apart, and it just works a lot better. So you advance it, it's got 2 AA batteries. You can go forward and back. Just a great little device.
That's pretty neat.
And I think if you order now, you can probably get it before Christmas. And we love the Giz Wiz. We love to receive gadgets. You know how we like to. Anytime we get a delivery at the door, it's just great. So. And I'll talk to you later. I'll be here.
That is really cool. I have such nostalgia for the ViewMaster. As a kid, wow, it's being updated.
So do I. That is amazing.
That is really cool.
And while we are talking about viewer videos, we're going to ask for more. We've gotten an awful lot of videos where a gadget, you put batteries in and it doesn't work. So we have one more next week, but it has it's very well done. So we're looking for 3 things. Actually, we've made it now 4 different things. I invented this 2 to 3 minute video. The new category is my favorite gadget ever. Okay, your favorite gadget that you ever bought. 2 to 3 minute videos. Show us what it is, why you love it. I bought a piece of crap. Your chance not to get your money back, but to get a little pleasure trashing something you bought and hated. And finally, your gadget warehouse, like Ken just did. A gadget that is years old, and it's amazing how many people have a gadget. For some reason, they don't want to part with it. So again, a 2 to 3 minute video posted on YouTube, and email our producer, Jason, at GizWiz@TWiT.tv.
Yes,
okay,
please.
so that would be good.
That would be. Hey, want to check in on this?
We got it?
I think we got it at this point.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. I'll go ahead and start with this one. All right, so what are we doing? We're seeing if we can figure out what is what.
Don't say in what order you're doing them.
Okay. So let's see here. So there's this one. I'm going to hold for a second because people on the stream were saying
yes, I'm registering this in my brain.
There we go. Okay, now I'll switch. Okay, there's that one. Yeah, lock that in your brain. Okay, switch to another one. Okay. There you go.
There we go.
Any differences whatsoever?
So I can tell
that the thread count in the second picture on the shirt.
Yeah, if you look at his tie, that's definitely a 200 thread count tie.
Yeah.
But the next one, 400, definitely.
Yeah.
So the
Interesting that filter could do that.
I definitely am picking 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I'm eliminating 4. So,
right.
It's either 1, 2, or 3.
Right.
Okay. So, what does the chat room say?
Can't see any difference on the stream.
Can't see any difference on the stream. And that may be because the stream is a little bit not of high quality.
Yeah, but I'm sitting right next to this computer that it's coming from. I can hardly see a difference between these
So
three,
the only way that I can tell is if you zoom in on the ruffles of the curtain there, you can
leave
tell.
out right. So leave out the subject.
Right. So if you're looking at shadow only, shadow only. Now switch between the 3, and you can see the shadow is much more diffuse, less diffuse, more specular, and then the most specular.
Wow.
Just like that.
Do you want me to reveal the answer?
Is that not it?
You went opposite.
Oh, no way!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a camera professional.
Right.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the company spokesperson.
Right.
So,
the ex-company spokesperson.
What have we decided?
I think we've decided your mileage may vary.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately.
I think we decided if you shoot pictures only for the backgrounds, this
might be a good thing. Yeah.
You're right.
Get the subject. Hey, get out of the way.
Listen.
Could you get out of the way? I'm trying to shoot the curtain. Yeah. See, he ruined the shot by getting in front of it.
Right. You should have looked at the shadow. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Well, do we have a letter, or do we need? We ready to wrap
up?
And
I also wanted to mention the "What the Heck Is It" game. A brand new one started.
Yes. New month.
A new month. So go to GizWiz.Biz. Click on the "What the Heck Is It." And Jason, can you show what the new?
I'm going there right now. Here,
he's going there right now, and he's going to go down to "What the Heck Is It?" And I'll and
there we go.
There's the new game.
Can I take a guess?
Hey, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I'm going to guess it's a mustache extender.
I'm not allowed to comment on anything.
Right. Okay, I think
notice the shadow. Now,
right. You can zoom in on that shadow. Enhance that shadow for me. Right.
That shadow.
Yeah, that one.
That shadow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this almost looks like how you would put those little rubber bandy things on your glasses to keep them on your head. This is to keep your mustache on your head.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I cannot. Well, I'll tell you that it was shot either with the Spark diffuser or through a mixing bowl.
Yeah.
So you have to decide which you think it was, the mixing bowl or the spark diffuser. Anyway, play the What the Heck Is It game, and you can win. We give away up to 36 autographed copies of Mad, 12 for the people who get it right, and up to 24 answers for silly answers. And, last month it was like a little kind of garbage canny thing, and people were very funny. My favorite answer was baby's first shot glass.
That's a pretty big shot glass.
Yeah.
So what did it end up actually being? I'm very curious.
It's called the rope cincher, and it's a way to make a loop out of a line without tying any sort of a knot. There's the answer to it right on the right of your screen. So you drop a double line in it. You crank the top of that thing closed. It cinches down, and now you have a loop on a line without having to know how to make any sort of a knot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So,
super rope cinch.
It's for the non-Boy Scout family.
The lazy Boy Scout.
Right.
The lazy
Right.
Boy Scout.
It's for the father of the Boy Scout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another TWiT show, the Lazy Boy Scout.
Lazy Boy Scout, just in case. Well, do we want to go throw back into letters?
Yeah, let's do the letter.
Oh, all right, I'll play it again.
Do you want? It's up to you.
Here come the Giz Wiz letters. Here come the Giz Wiz letters. Here come the Giz Wiz letters now.
That is much longer than I remember.
They're not short drops, that's for sure.
No, they're not.
No. And our letter comes from Pete Costello, a fan of the show. I wanted to let you know that Central New Jersey's Cheesequake headquarters, when we were looking for a new place to locate TWiT, Pete suggested Cheesequake, New. He says Cheesequake made it through the superstorm Sandy. The garage took a hit from a tree that decided to move a bit closer to the house, but there was no significant damage. Sandy taught me a few things about being prepared. For the most part, I was prepared, but I found the inexpensive wind-up AM/FM radio flashlight USB charger was not up to the task of keeping us informed. The weather radio was fine, had preset locations for weather, but the AM and FM slide rule display tuning is horrible. Too narrow, lots of stations close to each other, inaccurate, and I was not able to find stations like CBS and WINS without flying past them. Next time I'll go to digital tuning, and I emailed Pete to say that Eaton, which makes that very small AM/FM emergency radio, I think that's about $40 for. I think it's either somewhere between $60 and $70. They do make a digital AM/FM wind-up radio with USB charger, but it's good to know that if you're looking for a weather radio, don't get the smallest. Well, actually, I guess just look for digital tuning, because in an emergency, you really want to go to the station you want to go to really quick. Absolutely. And Pete, in case you're listening, Pete said he should have dug out his old Grundig Yacht Boy shortwave radio. And so what I'm saying, Pete, is dig it out. Shoot a video of it. I would love to see. I remember those old Grundig radios. So if you really do have it, dig it out and do a 2 to 3 minute video.
John says he has one.
Who does?
John Solanina, our studio engineer, he has the Op Boy, he says. Yacht Boy.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, so John, if in the next 3 or 4 weeks Peter does not come up with his own video, I want you to do a video for us so we can see what that guy looked like.
He says thumbs up, absolutely.
Thumbs up. All right.
This Yacht Boy right here?
Oh. Now, do you have to own a yacht?
No?
Mine is
no, that's Dingy. That's Dingy Boy.
Oh, that's Dingy Boy. That's that's Yacht Boy.
That's the little one. That's the little one.
That's Steamboat Boy.
Not quite that old, he says.
Well, does that wrap up the show? Do we have anything else to do?
What? I was saying to myself earlier, without Leo here, we're probably going to end up at 22 minutes and not find anything to be talking about.
I know, right? And we're over.
So now at 2 hours and 47 minutes.
Absolutely. There
we go.
Well, Chad, this was really great.
This was so much fun. This was a lot of fun. Remember that you can catch us here at the Giz Wiz. Next week should be Justin Robert Young. So I will be, I'll be in studio, but it'll be Justin. And we record this show every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific. That's 5 p.m. Eastern Time. My brain doesn't work fast enough to figure out UTC, but if you are like me and cannot figure out times on your own, don't worry about it. We have all of the shows at twit.tv/Giz. Or
that works, yeah.
Giz, perfect. I think we have like 7 of them. We have
most of them just in case.
Right.
We have assorted. Right. We have a nice selection.
Right.
Giz Wiz shows.
Right. And that about wraps up the show. Do you have anything that you'd like to plug right before we head out?
No, I just want to say that my mustache is very erratic. I've been taking these vitamins for hair growth, and they're doing something very weird. I like it, though. I do like it.
It's the same vitamins. I think I sent you those vitamins, right?
Yeah, I think you did. It's the same company that made your hair.
Absolutely.
Color.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's interesting.
It's called I Can't Make Up My Mind hair color.
Absolutely. It's called the gray matter underneath is what really matters.
Matters.
Company.
Jason, thanks for your extra help today.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, we're at the end of the show. Where will you be next week?
I'll be here.
Very cool.
We